been getting special classes today on what steps they should take if they think they or their friends are at risk of forced marriage. Aneeta Prem is the founder of Freedom Charity, the organisation which recently rescued 3 women allegedly held as slaves for 30 years in London. Aneeta's been visiting 3 schools across South Shields and Newcastle today to talk about abuse and forced marriages. I had a quick chat with her earlier on, and she told me she's found someone affected by forced marriage in almost every school she's visited.
Bar one, every single school we've visited, we've had feedback either on the day or via the call centre afterwards of at least one person coming forward to say that they or their friend is affected by forced marriage and how they needed help, and it's just come to light in that way, which is really staggering. And really, when we're looking at young people, it's finding a way that can be discussed openly and safely and not stigmatising any particular community, because it hits so many communities and so many different groups, and it isn't specific to any particular religion.
A lot of people will say, how is it possible that this is happening in 2014?
Well, exactly. And I think one of the issues that's very saddening for us as a charity to realise that it's increasing. And the average age of the perpetrators, the people that are committing this crime, are no longer just the parents of these young people, it's the brothers and the male cousins that are doing. So the age has come down to 22. The people that are actually starting to commit this crime.
You've been visiting schools in the North East today. What kind of message do you try and get across?
That if they suspect their friend or in fact themselves are suffering any kind of abuse, not just forced marriage, but particularly forced marriage, that there is someone they can talk to, and doing nothing is never an option. And they're given stories and examples of, by doing nothing, what the consequences are for the person that is taken often abroad, and what positive steps that they can have. And in future life, it might not be now at school, but in the future they may meet somebody that needs their help, and how they should go about doing it. And I think there's a two-way conversation with schools, and actually it's all been very positive, because the young people are empathetic. They want to try and find a way forward. And one of the young girls this morning said that she was shocked it was still happening, and it was at all happening. She thought it was a crime of the past, and was shocked it was happening in any area, particularly in this area as well.
Is it a big problem in the North East area?
It is a problem in the North East. How large it is we don't know, because it's still very underground, but we certainly get calls to our 24/7 helpline from schools and people in the North East generally, and no doubt as a result of being here today there will be calls coming in.
What needs to happen? What would you like to see happen?
Well, one of the things that's going to happen in this spring, forced marriage will become a criminal offence, which we're ecstatic about, because what it will do, it will bring it to the forefront of people's minds when that comes about. So young people will know when they come forward they're going to be taken seriously. And also going into schools is very positive, because you're not only telling the young people, but also the teachers are involved as well, and the classroom assistants and the helpers generally. So the message is spread across the world, so they know that if they do come across it, it's not isolated. You know, the teacher concerned has got a support mechanism around them in order to help and assist with other services out there. So it's multi-agency.
That's Aneeta Prem, who's the founder of Freedom Charity.
BBC Newcastle, North East and